Okay, this is a super cool tract. 5 acres, direct frontage on the take line, over at Bull Shoals Lake in Boone County, Arkansas. Just barely in Arkansas. Actually, here's the property here outlined in red, and this is the state line right up here. So Missouri on this side, Arkansas on this side. Um, all these tracts are special. This particular tract has what so far appears to be completely unique out here, in that it has a it's got a large natural waterfall roughly in the center of the property. We'll get to that area in a second. Let's kind of first take a look at this overview. So again, the property's outlined in red here. These yellow lines are the easement roads at Timber Shoals Ranch. Up here to the upper left, this is Moe Ark Road. That's a paved road. So the road goes down to the state line, and it ends right here. Actually, it continues as this guy's driveway. But at the end of the paved road, you kind of hang a left and take the easement road, gravel easement road, on down toward the property. I believe it's roughly a half a mile once you get to the easement road to the property. And all these easement roads, they're minimum maintenance roads. They're kind of designed to be for four-wheel drive, truck or SUV use. It's kind of goes along with the feel of Timber Shoals Ranch as a secluded private area at the lake here. So Bull Shoals Lake being a Corps of Engineers lake, just like Table Rock Lake at Branson and a lot of other lakes, private citizens don't own the water frontage. It's owned and controlled by the Corps of Engineers, along with a buffer zone back from the water so that they can raise and lower the levels of the lake for flood control and probably power generation and whatnot. So as you look at the property here, this shaded area is the Corps of Engineer land. So on the many Corps of Engineer lakes, you can't own to the water, but what you can do is you can own to the Corps of Engineer land or the take line, and then you have direct access over this basically public land to the water. And this particular tract has about 120 feet of direct frontage on the take line on its north end right here. So the south side borders these easement roads for approximately 650 feet, and then it goes back northerly with about 120 feet on the take line. So you can literally walk from your property right down to the water, do a little fishing, come on back, fry up your fish or whatnot. There are several access points to the lake. Let's zoom out a little bit here. That's a pretty good shot. So this whole peninsula basically is Timber Shoals Ranch, and you can see the shaded area all around the edge. That's the Corps of Engineers land, or the take line. All this water you see, this is all Bull Shoals Lake, and you can see the Corps of Engineer line encompassing the whole lake. So if you look at this, I mean, look at all, there's so much information in these listings, but a few quick things to point out while we're doing the intro is at the south end, this sandy beach area. This is so cool. I mean, it's basically the only way to get there by vehicle is to take these private easement roads, and since they're for property owners only, it makes this extremely private. So you can come down here. We've launched a boat. There's a gravel spot over here, and then this is all pure sandy beach, which is awesome. I mean, you can just hang out. It feels like you're, in Florida or something with the pure sand, and so secluded. We haven't even explored this whole peninsula. There's these different access roads that kind of wind their way down to the water that the surveyor found. Another good spot, if you want, say for this tract in particular, another spot that would be closer to launch your boat is if you get to the end of Moe Ark Road and you'll take a left into the field. Instead of cutting south onto the easement road, continue going easterly through the field. There's kind of a trail. And then you hit the Corps of Engineer land at the east side of the field, and there's a trail that goes right on down to, this is called State Line Cove. Goes right on down to State Line Cove, and there's a natural, good gravel place right there that you can back your trailer into the water to launch. I mean, we've launched jet skis, pontoons, and it's super private, super peaceful. This is all more or less open, so you launch right here, and you can pull your truck and trailer here and leave it all day. I mean, no one cares, and use the lake or whatnot. I mean, you just have a lot of options. Let's zoom in here. specifically onto the property. I'm on the MapRight program, the interactive map, and we can email you the direct link for this. You'll see this map, this actual map in the listing as well. But we can email you the MapRight link, and then if you get the app on your phone, the free MapRight app, and open up the link within the app, this map will pop up, and there'll be a little blue or red dot to indicate where you are. It's tracking your phone. And so it's a great way to explore the area and explore the property itself, because you can be walking on the property and you can see where my little white hand is with your phone in hand and the app open with the link to the map. There'll be a little dot indicating right where you are. So you'll know when you get to the core line, you'll know when you're on your boundaries. It's a pretty cool deal. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Now we have different aerials we can use. This one isn't showing too much. Switch to vivid. That's not showing too much. Let's try satellite view. All these views are a little different. But I mean, they all basically show the same thing, that this property has not been logged. Maybe some firewood years ago. But I mean, any commercial logging would have been decades and decades ago, because we just didn't see any sign of it. We've got big mature timber all over this property. A lot of these aerials use different base maps, and you can see they're spliced together. That's why this looks different. Google usually does pretty well. Let's have a look at that. Okay, Google map. This is kind of funny. It shows down here this green timber, and up here not green timber. That's just two different seasons of Google Maps spliced together. This has the same timber as this does. It's just that this upper portion of the map happens to be a wintertime Google map that Google has spliced in. But let's use it. Oops, that's as far as we go, I guess. So it is useful in that it shows, since this is a winter shot from Google, the whiter colored, I guess you'd say, trees are hardwood trees that don't have their leaves because it's winter. And then you can see a huge grove of cedars toward about the middle of the property. And that natural waterfall we found, we parked right here, started walking down, stumbled upon a kind of a rock ledge with a little water in it about in here, and that's when we heard the sound of the flowing water. So we followed it down, and I would guess that waterfall is right in here, right in this area. And let's switch to topo map. That shows it pretty well also. So on topos, the closer the lines are, the steeper the property is, and the further apart they are, the flatter it is. So as we look at this whole southern area by the road is basically flat, with maybe a slight slope to it, and it slopes down gently. My guess is the waterfall is about in here, and you can see it just happens to have the perfect topography to have that kind of flow of water. And I mean, if you look at this, and then that continues all the way down this small little valley right into the state line cove on Bull Shoals Lake. So we found that awesome waterfall. Check out the videos and pictures of that. It really is cool. But what we didn't do, we didn't walk down any further after that. So come on down and explore it. You might find some other awesome features in addition to that waterfall. But the waterfall in and of itself was pretty darn unique. Over the years, we've stumbled into just a handful of little natural waterfalls like that. And this one, I hate to rate them, but this one had the most ledges. It had it basically surrounded you like a little miniature amphitheater when you were down in there. It was unbelievable. We happened to be there on a day about 3 or 4 days after it had rained, and it was flowing. So likely it's not going to flow all year, but clearly it flows after it's been raining a little bit. So pretty darn awesome. Yeah, we'll switch back here. And actually, okay, we'll do this. We're going to zoom way out, and we'll do the street map to show you kind of where everything's located here. Okay. So here's the property. I barely see it outlined in red there. The state line. So this is Missouri, and up here is Branson, Missouri, which is only about 15 miles from the property as the crow flies, as they say. But I mean, it takes you about 45 minutes by car, because you actually have to go you have to cross the lake at some point. So you can do that over here by Forsyth, or you can go up above and go east. A couple different options. Go out one more time, a couple more times. So Springfield, Missouri up here, largest city in southern Missouri. That's where our office is. And when we're going to the property, we generally take Highway 65 to the south. And before we get to Branson, we're going to cut east on Highway 160. Take that down through Forsyth. Through the little town of Forsyth, and then keep on trucking, and then you're eventually going to go south onto Highway M, and that takes you down through the very little town of Cedar Creek, which appears to be just a post office and a little convenience store. Stay on M. You'll have to take a right here and go west, but you're still actually on M. And then finally M turns into Moark Road, which is short for Missouri-Arkansas Road. And that's what you will follow right down until it ends. Take a quick left and head south on the easement road to the property. So be sure to print out all the maps. We can send you the MapRite link if you want that. It's really handy. If you maybe have to be a little phone savvy in order to download the app. And then you have to be able to get the email on your phone, I believe, because you need to open the email link and then click on that, and it'll ask you, do you want to open this within the app? And you'll say yes. So maybe it sounds, if you're not that good at phones like me, it sounds pretty complicated. If you are, you're probably saying that's laughably easy, Zach. So either way, we're happy to send it to you. We're happy to email you any of these maps, whatever you need. But you need something, ideally a printed map in hand when you visit this property, as a backup to having everything on your phone. So yeah, if this is still available, you can see it at InstantAcres.com. You can give us a call in the office, or you can send us an email at sales@InstantAcres.com. And if this one's gone, sorry, but hopefully we'll have some more good stuff coming up. So give us a shout, and we'd love to talk to you. InstantAcres.com.